One of the things that's great about cycling commuting is that AAA estimates $10,000 a year in operating costs of an automobile. So, being a school teacher, that $10,000 in savings is really beneficial. There's also a lot of health benefits. The first year I was on my bicycle, I lost 10 pounds. And there's also a quality of life piece. Riding my bicycle is one of my favorite things to do. The Asheville City Schools Foundation, they contacted me about setting up an after-school bike program at Asheville Middle. And of all the things that Asheville on Bikes has really been able to accomplish, this is one of the things that I'm really most proud of.
We start out the first few weeks of going through bike maintenance, bike safety, teaching them hand signals, riding in a single file line, watching out for obstacles on the road, obeying all the traffic laws. I see more and more people trying to cycle, but it's dangerous. Being responsible for these children, it's very scary and fearful that one of those cars swerves the wrong way and it's going to take somebody out. So we try to teach the kids how to be safe when cars are whizzing by you like that. I mean, if it takes you just to slow down and stop for a few minutes and catch your breath so you're not wobbling and nervous, then do that. The kids are starting to believe in what we're telling them and starting to follow those rules.
I used to always just ride in front of my house, and I always thought I thought I was going to get hit and everything because I didn't know the rules of the road. When I got to this, it gave me a lot more security of myself, so I know what and what not to do.
It being a community that does have avid cyclists, it needs to become safer. We just need to educate the public, educate each other, and work together.
The city has made an enormous investment in both bike lanes and sidewalks in the last several years. They have a transit plan, they have a pedestrian plan, a bicycle plan, and a greenway master plan. Expanding that transit system and making it a more valuable system to the city and to the region is a good way to just get people out of their cars.
One of my long-term goals is to really transform driver's education so we start thinking about it as transportation education. The kids in high school, I'd like them to have a day of their transportation education devoted to learning how to use a city bus.
We rolled out a whole new set of routes about a year ago. It serves more of the city than the old system did, but we also know that people aren't using the system as efficiently as they can. So they're not taking advantage of the opportunity to maybe walk a block and catch another bus that would get them to their destination better.
For the folks who are trying to get anywhere in Buncombe County that don't have a car, we have a pretty good public transit system. We also have a paratransit system, mountain mobility. You don't think about how many people really struggle just to get from point A to point B and how it plays into so many different parts of people's lives.
If I want to go into Asheville to go to the grocery store or get my medicine, I have to catch the Mountain Mobility Trailblazer bus this way. And then if I want to go into Asheville, I got to be on that side of the road to catch it that way. Timing is everything.
About 70% of our riders are transit dependent. They're non-elective riders. They have to ride the bus. Those are our primary customers, and we need to be serving those people first and foremost. But we also know that in order for the system to really thrive, we need to be getting elective riders on the bus. People who don't have to ride the bus but are making that choice for health reasons, for financial reasons, for environmental reasons, for whatever reason.
Look around the city and take the time to notice people moving about by different modes. The real goal is to enhance the quality of transportation. It's really about working together.